Hi guys, it's Lara. Thanks for watching and welcome back to my channel. Today is for me a special day because this is gonna be the first time I'll be working out after I had my breast explant surgery. So yesterday it's been exactly 4 weeks and today I'm allowed to do cardio for the first time. Now I planned on going to my ballet class and then I thought it's probably better if I kind of tune in my own pace. So I will warm up a little bit, then I will go for a quick run and then I will be just stretching. And when I will be out running, I will go only as far as I will feel comfortable. I'm not gonna push it because again, this is the first time after 4 weeks. Plus I'm not fully healed yet, so I have to take it easy. So I'm wearing this compression garment underneath my tank top. I have to wear either a compression bra or a sports bra for in total 6 months after the surgery. Right now I'm wearing the compression garment only when I go to sleep, but actually I could leave that out already after 4 weeks, but I think I'm just gonna do it one additional week just to be sure. So I'm gonna warm up now, I'm gonna film it and tell you how it felt, then I'll go for a run, and when I'll be back then I will tell you all about anything that would be worth mentioning, and then I'll stretch, film that for you guys too, and tell you how it felt so that you know how it is to work out and stretch for the first time after such surgery. So if that's something you're interested in, then please keep watching. As always, I first started with limbering my head and my neck area. When I was done with that part, I started making arm circles. This is where I had to be careful. After my surgery, I can't reach as far up yet and as far back yet as usual. And in addition to that, I'm not supposed to exercise my chest yet for another 2 weeks. So I made sure I moved my arms really slowly and carefully and only as far as it felt comfortable. The following exercises for my shoulders and for my chest felt perfectly normal. I didn't have any issues there. And then I went on with the rest of my warm-up routine. I have a video about my warm-up routine, so I will link it down below and also here in the right corner. That felt really good. Apart from not being able to reach with my arms further to the back and up, I didn't notice any limitations, and surprisingly my leg muscles didn't feel as stiff as I was afraid they would be after 4 weeks no stretching and no sports. So right now I will put on some warmer clothes because it's pretty cold outside and I'll go for a run. Running went very well. I did not run the whole piece in one take. I made like 2 short breaks, once for cleaning my nose and once for filming the few clips that you have seen. But other than that, I ran through and I noticed a big difference between when I was running when I still had my implants and between now after my explant surgery. Even though I haven't been exercising for 4 weeks, it feels like I am in a better shape. But that's Probably just because I can now breathe in properly, which I wasn't able to do before with my implants, because my breathing was really weird and I couldn't breathe in fully, and now it's a whole new experience. And since I can breathe normally, it makes running and everything else so much easier. Before stretching, I tried foam rolling. Foam rolling is something I like doing before stretching because it massages my muscles and loosens up my fascia, and it feels really good. It helps me to stretch a little bit deeper. I was being very careful at first because when you foam roll, you have to support part of your body weight with your arms. And since I shouldn't exercise my chest yet, I had to find out how far I could go without straining my chest too much. Fortunately, I didn't have any issues, it worked fine, so I foam rolled my leg muscles. And then I started with stretching. So first I made an L sit and held it for 5 deep breaths. Next I folded forward and held my toes and kept it again for about 5 deep breaths. And then I always folded one leg to the side and stretched to the straight leg for 5 breaths. Next, I did for 5 breaths the butterfly stretch and the diamond stretch. Then I grabbed my yoga wheel, which I'm using for support during stretching, and I started with my regular stretching routine. I have a video about my stretching routine. It is in real time, so I will link it down below and also here in the right corner. Normally I hold each of my stretches for 2 minutes, but since this was the first time stretching in 4 weeks, I wanted to go slow, so I held each stretch for only 10 breaths. That equals about 30 seconds. I did that for 2 reasons. First, I wanted to ease my muscles in a reasonable pace. And second, I was not sure how much I would engage my chest muscles with each of these exercises, and I wanted to make sure that I wouldn't jump in and then maybe hurt myself. The thing is, you don't really notice where you actually use your chest muscles until you had a surgery, and then you suddenly notice during the most absurd activities that you actually tighten your chest muscles as well. So these were the reasons. I was very pleasantly surprised when I was stretching because I expected my flexibility to be worse and I expected my muscles to be way stiffer, but it wasn't as bad. It was actually quite alright. It felt to me like when you would be sick for 2 weeks and then you would start exercising and stretching again, then of course you would notice you are a little bit out of shape and your muscles are a little bit stiffer, and usually the flexibility goes a little bit back. So for the first time you wouldn't reach as far as you could, but after a few days it would be back to normal, and that's how it felt for me. Since I'm not allowed to work out my chest for 2 more weeks, whenever I was supporting myself with my arms in any exercise that you have seen, I first made sure that it felt okay and that I wasn't in any pain, and I was being very, very careful. And of course, for the very same reasons, I couldn't do any back bends or shoulder stretches and arm stretches. That has to wait 2 more weeks. And when I will start with all these exercises, I will have to be, again, very careful. And now I will have my breakfast. As always, Jack made 2 full mason jars of my favorite smoothie, and I'll have my vitamins. I'm still taking the hair caps, which is a multi with a complex of B vitamins, including B12, and there are some other vitamins and minerals. And in addition to that, I'm always taking vitamin D drops. And then I will cook lunch for Jack and I, then I'll shower, and then I'll go to work. For lunch, I'm cooking curry with red lentils. So I have here 2 small red onions. Usually I'm using just 1 regular sized red onion, but this time they were really small, so I had to chop 2. Then I have here 1 tomato, 1 rather larger carrot, 2 regular sized sweet potatoes, 1 green bell pepper, and here I have a glass full of crushed red lentils. I like buying the ones that are pre-cut because they will be cooked faster than when they are in one piece. I have here also 1 small can of coconut milk, and this is the seasoning mix curry madras. Oh, and I almost forgot that I'll be adding these mushrooms, but I usually add them only for the last 5 minutes of the cooking time. And I got a new pan. It's this super big one, and it has a really great non-stick coating, so I don't need to use any oil. It smells so delicious. I already cooked basmati rice. I will pack the food into these glass dishes, and the only thing I still have to do is to chop 1 scallion so that I can sprinkle it on the top. I'm also bringing these carrot muffins to the office I made yesterday. I'm gonna share them with the guys. I think I have a recipe on my channel, so I will link it down below. This is my today's outfit. So I'm wearing this off-shoulder gray top with a gray tank top underneath and with stretchy tight black pants. I will wear this outfit with boots and with my faux leather biker jacket that I made myself. And just ignore the mess behind me because Jack is packing for the States, so there's a lot of stuff laying around. A little disclaimer. Whatever I have shown you today, all these exercises, they felt really great to me, and I discussed basically most of them with my doctor when we talked about when I will be able to exercise after my surgery. But I'm not a professional, I'm not a professional athlete, neither am I a physical therapist, so please do not take this as an advice. This is just me sharing what I have done. So if you had a surgery, always consult with your doctor first before you do any exercises, because they know the best what is okay to do and what is not okay to do after your specific surgery. I am already feeling my legs a little bit, so this shall be interesting tomorrow. But in general, I feel really great. I feel so full of energy, and it felt amazing to be able to exercise finally again. Well, and that is it for today. If you have any questions regarding my first workout after my breast explant surgery and about the recovery, feel free to write them down below in the comments. Also, if you are new here, I linked down below the playlist dedicated to the subject, my breast explant journey. And thank you all so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and see you soon. Bye!